It's just absolutely.
Alright, go on.
It was so amazing. Only thing I didn't like was the fucking coming up out of the water and everything when they come up out of the water because they both were wearing like chainmail.
Yeah, but I mean, what I liked about I'm glad that it is because that Bron and Jamie kind of like Bron is just
No. Great relationship, especially when he brought him into the tunnel and meet up with Tyrion and stuff like that. But
it is going to be heartbreaking finale because there's
yeah,
so
but
many
did you see what I said about the Magnificent Seven?
Yes.
Oh, I was counting. Oh my God.
Did you see the trailer with the flavors?
Yes, I did. It's on the page.
Yeah, so good.
All right. So hey, welcome back to Essential. As you can tell, we've seen the latest episode of Game of Thrones. For those of you who have not, sorry, spoiler. What? Yeah, I know. We didn't say anything. Anyway, so Jamie's with us today. Yeah, James Brooksbank.
Jamie Bixby.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Brooksbank.
Yeah, that's right. And me. So
he's only known us for 3 years now.
40 years. Yeah. So anyway, like last week, James said, "Hey, look, man, can we talk about our favorite Batman characters?" And it made me think about one of the best Batman series ever, for me, is Batman Incorporated. And the whole Batman of All Nations. You remember that, of course.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Batman just went around the world and just kind of like, made knights. It was kind of like he was creating his own Knights of the Round Table. Actually, when it began, if that's what you're going to say, it began with the gloves, the dark gloves.
Well, that went into the Batman RIP and then the return of Bruce Wayne. Well, all I was going to say was the reason I love Batman Incorporated so much was because it's made so much more sense than the Return of Batman. Yeah. That comic book was way overcomplicated.
Well, it was. I think what happened was it was like there's a Grant Morrison thing of multiversity kind of stuff. But I think it also was kind of like, hey, look, if we are going to kill off Batman, and everything else like that, we need to figure out who can replace him. So they gave us a whole plethora of ethnic.
But you're talking. Batman Incorporated came much later than that. Batman Incorporated, you're talking about the bit in between where you had Azrael kind of like going back into it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I was talking about the gloves, the black gloves. Yeah. There was what was that woman? I can't remember the woman.
Jezebel
Jet. And there was this whole thing. It was kind of like this island story, like 10 Little Indians, where they're on an island, and then you have what later became known as the Batman of All Nations. The Batman of All Nations is not Batman Incorporated. That was still these different, the Indian Batman, El Gaucho, Knight and Squire, and all that. Then, as you just said, later on, after the whole that's the Batman, Return of Bruce Wayne and all that, we get Batman Incorporated, where we have Batman all over the world, the Japanese Batman, the Muslim Batman, of course the Black Batman with Batwing. Yeah. I also hated what happened with Batwing. But I figured we were going to talk about these things, but we're talking about our favorite Batman characters.
What happened with Batwing then, eventually?
So what happened with Batwing is that they came out with the Black Batman, which was cool, right? And he had his own backstory, but he was he was in Africa, wasn't he? He was and it was more like Batman of Africa was the original Batwing. And interesting storyline and stuff going on. I think he was a cop or something.
I'm not too sure. All I know, my only reference for him was in the Bad Blood.
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. What I hate. So then, what happened was that that wasn't selling, and Lucius Fox all of a sudden has a son that comes out of nowhere, who was in Afghanistan. And he didn't break his legs or any stuff like that. But either way, he becomes the new Batwing and everything like that. So
the idea of Lucius Fox designing armor for Batman. The son's in Afghanistan, potentially getting killed.
But the son actually kind of breaks into the dad's lab or something like that, and steals the original.
Oh, he steals. I thought there was just problems there.
No, well, it's just that it makes no sense. No, you know what I mean, and everything. But it became the storyline in Batman Bad Blood, which you were just saying, one of the fantastic DC.
I love that. I thought that was the fight choreography in that is absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, no, exactly. So anyway, I was trying to give like a historical context to the fact that there's all these different Batmans all over the world. So when James said, "Let's do," I did say Batman.
No, you said Batman. Batmans. You don't need to say Batmans. Batman is the plural of Batman.
Yeah. Anyway, so Batman.
Batfolk.
Batfolk.
Oh.
Batfolk. Anyway, favorite Batman characters in the Batman. So why don't you lead us off?
No, I mean I've just been reading a lot of the more recent Batman titles from Detective all the way through to sort of like
you were talking about this character from Rebirth.
Damian Wayne.
Well, I told you this morning I thought that Damian was going to be your pick.
No, you said Tim Drake.
No, see, you misread me. I said I am going to pick Tim Drake because I figured you're going to pick Damian.
Right, you never said anything about Damian on there.
It did.
No, you didn't.
It is.
But no, I just really like the fact that he is. I love the fact that Batman has to kind of like play off this guy, this kid who has the ability to kick his ass.
You talking about Damian?
Yeah.
Okay.
To actually cause and control this kind of like kid that is almost a miniaturized version of him.
He is a miniaturized version of him. He's his clone.
With lethal training, and I love his cockiness. I love everything about it. He is proper teenage brat.
Yes.
Killer guy. And
like Arya in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Teenage brat who can kill you with a finger.
The writers are doing such a great job of kind of like portraying that kind of like he does respect Batman, but he is properly playing a teenage character.
Have you read him in other books though?
Yeah. I've been reading the Robin books.
I mean like Teen Titans.
Oh yeah.
He is a serious badass.
Yeah. I know, but this is it. So like when he has that Batman attitude where he's like in the Teen Titans movie when he first turns up, he's like, I know because I planted a bug on it. It's like, when did you do that? 5 minutes after meeting you all. And it is Batman in miniature form. It's just kind of like, but with this nice lethal undertow where he's got to control it. I like the idea of him being a future Batman.
Oh yeah, I mean the crazy thing is because a lot of the stories keeps him like in this arrested development of being 10 years old.
Yeah.
But like what they did was about the Leviathan.
Yeah.
So what they did was they came out with the character of the Leviathan where Damian his clone is grown up to be a man. So and he has to fight him or defuse fight or whatever. So it's kind of like you want little Damian or do you want the Leviathan Damian? You know what I mean?
But and. Yeah, you're totally right. I just think that he's a brilliant character. He's one out of all of the Batman sidekicks who have been there, all the previous Robins. He's the only one who you could see being a good Batman. Even sort of like I can see Dick Grayson and what he did as Batman, but there was just something missing about him. There was sort of like a lack of fear, Whereas Damian Wayne, you kind of
has no fear.
No, he is this kind of like. Yeah, he is the right inheritor for the cowl.
What did you think about the series, the Batman and Robin series, where he teams up with Dick Grayson as Batman?
Yeah, no, I liked it, and it's sort of like it was kind of like a role reversal of the really early Batman and Robin kind of like adventures where Batman's series one and Robin's the one enjoying himself.
Yeah.
And it was still very much Dick was enjoying himself and having fun, although being more adult, and you had the Robin being the. We need to scare the shit out of this guy.
But it's also
slice a finger off.
It's kind of like Damian would always be like Grayson, you're too slow, you think too much, while Grayson would be trying to, as Batman, would be trying to focus on examining the scene. Damian's already over there kicking butt.
But
what are you doing?
The Teen Titans movie where you kind of like that scene where it's like. We need to catch Superman and we need to take Superman down. It's like, how do we do that? And Robbie just leaves and he goes, I'll handle it. And that Beast Boy's like, you can't take Superman down. And he just looks at him like, he can take Superman down.
Yeah. No, exactly.
I've got my handy kryptonite in my his father's son, and I love Batman. I think he's a great character, and I think he is the true inheritor for where it's going to go.
Here's a question then. Do you think, I just say this question is on, when the Dark Knight Rises, do you think he messed up with the Joseph Gordon-Levitt character at the end by not utilising more of the comic characters?
Well, that goes back to that whole homecoming thing. I mean, my friends call me Robin or whatever they did. That was
so poor. It was kind of like everything. I hated that movie. I hated it. There's I think it misses the whole point about how Bane kind of like takes over from, because in the books where Bane breaks the bats, so like he puts him through the ringer. That entire book is like he breaks out Arkham Asylum. He does this whole he organises everyone except the Joker. He goes, just go. You be you. And right at the end, where he just can't take any more, it's 2 weeks, he's not slept, and that's the only time that he can beat Batman. And in this one, it's like, so like after 6 months after Dark Knight Return, The Dark Knight, which was brilliant, it was an absolutely amazing ending, and at the end of it, it was like, that's my Batman. But you find out 6 months later, he's sort of like, something happened, and he just went, and I can't be bothered anymore. That's not my Batman. My Batman was paralysed in a chair and was just wheeling to kind of like, so like that's my Batman, but there's nothing going to stop, and that's what annoyed me. As soon as that happened in the first 3 minutes, I'm out.
Yeah, but also too, going back to the Bat family, so to speak, is like, what am really intrigued by is the brotherhood of Batman's kids. You got the older one who wants to be the dad, so that's Dick Grayson. You got Jason Todd, who died and came back and whatever and stuff like that, but he's kind of like a cousin. Tim Drake, that was going to be my pick, because I like that dynamic when we see all three of them together in the house. It really feels good when you read those stories, Tim, Damian, and Dick, because Dick, he wants so bad, it feels so bad that he's the son. And then now here there's Jason who gets killed, and then there's Tim who is a better detective, and now there's the real true blood son. And it's like, and I love it how they recover that in the comics, like in those stories, and that's really good. But Tim Drake, to me, I mean, even though in the recent years he's fallen short, but he would have been my favorite pick when you said who's my favorite, because it starts out robbing the wheels off the Batmobile. Do you know what I mean?
That was Jason Todd.
Yeah. I was just going to...
Tim Drake starts out figuring out who Bruce Wayne is. Right?
And put the
I thought you figured out who you figured out.
You lost these 4 years ago. Do you want them back?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
jeez, man.
It is a long history. Right?
It is.
So I was gonna say, how did Jason Todd get into this family? But he was the one who robbed the wheels.
Yeah.
And so Tim Drake was the one who used his detective skills to figure out.
But Jason Todd was the one that kind of like, if you read it now, it's basically grooming, because I think he had ginger hair originally, and he turned it black. He kind of like made him dress in the exact same stuff.
Kind of the opposite of James Holmes.
It was kind of like, if you put it in today's context, that is definitely creepy.
And that's why the Joker had kind of like beaten him to death or something like that.
Well, you were groomed. I'm going to kill you for it. Fix and blame me.
Yeah, but no. But what I meant was that beating was kind of like.
That was just Joker being. He had the chance to kill him.
I don't know,
that's
man.
what he
it's
wanted.
Kind of like that whole Batgirl in the movie where the Joker shoots her, and has sex with her.
Yeah, but I mean that's in the comic book as well. So.
Yeah, alright, but I mean it's dark.
It's Alan, but that's an Alan Moore book. If it wasn't dark and Alan Moore, you're not reading an Alan Moore book. Let's say some autism in it.
Let's go back to Tim Drake.
Yeah.
So anyway, what I thought was interesting is that because his father his father was still a part of the storyline here and there.
At the time. When he
Oh, really? Well, I was really going to go into the identity crisis, you know, and what happened to his dad and stuff, you know what I mean, in that fashion. But, you know, I mean, Tim Drake, I think he had much more of an intriguing history, you know, the training from the Shiva.
Yeah.
I got that right, didn't I? Okay, good. Training from Shiva, you know, that having like the two dads and having to choose in a way, because wasn't it an identity crisis that he had to kind of like...
He had to give, his dad found out and told him that he had to quit.
Right.
And it was an identity crisis where he started kind of like jumping out and...
yeah.
Was that the one with the high school? No. Was it the one with the high school?
No, I don't think so.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. So I mean, but either way, is it had much more of a you know, interesting dynamic of stories being told in Tim Drake, and then of course he's also was the one who set up Young Justice, you know. So that to me was like the best, to bring the young Superman, Robin, and the Impulse into this new version of the '90s version of the Teen Titans. You know what I mean? So I thought that was really good and stuff. You know, Wonder Girl, of course, and everything like that. So that to me was like classic. Even though I'm from the older generation, that is like who the Teen Titans are, Young Justice, and they're even coming back for season 3 now as well. So you know, just so you know.
Going on to a point that you made before about the the whole family dynamic, Dick Grayson.
The family portrait.
What I kind of like about the whole dynamic that's setting up is, out of all of them, the only people who see they're in competition with each other are them. Bruce, Batman. Batman only sees them.
He doesn't put them against each other.
No, the only because most of his time is Batman, he only sees them as soldiers. It's sort of like, these are soldiers, these people I'm training to fight a war. And in the latest books about Rebirth, there's even like he's created this big wheel about all the different sections that you need to know to become the Batman. It's sort of like every skill that he's done, and he basically measures all his, Spoiler and Cassandra Cain and Tim Drake, and he's all got charts about on him, and that's where this new guy who's coming in, he's trying to get him to learn.
Is that this whole new storyline, the cast metal storyline going on now?
I don't know quite what's going on about that.
Okay. So
I won't know anything about it for 6 months because I won't be on tour.
So those are the boys. So let's talk about the girls then. In the Bat family.
Cassandra, can I just on that note then, if we're going to go that Cassandra Cain, second choice. It's sort of like she is my favourite Batgirl completely. Don't get me wrong, Barbara Gordon was good, but she's brilliant as Oracle. She needs to stay there. Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, I mean, again, Cassandra is really kind of like a female Damien.
Yeah,
because her father was a hitman and everything like that, and she was a train killer at a very young age. Actually, she's also, when she first started out, she didn't talk. Yeah. And every day I think she talks now.
Yeah, well, there was a moment where all she knew about was touch. It sort of like it was sign. It was kind of like sign language. Yeah. But she started picking up
Yeah. And great look at all as well with the whole the face mask. But I was going to say, well, I would pick the Spoiler really, because I
can't forgive her. For War Games and for.
Well, you have to clue me in on War Games. I don't know what you're talking about.
War Games? No. War Games. It's brilliant. I think it's 3 books, 3 TPB books, and it's basically this big gang meet was set up with all the big gang leaders in it. And something happens where they all kill each other, and it turned out that there was one important component that was there. And for the entire duration you're watching it, and spoiler from the very beginning is somehow involved and you just don't know. And I can't say any more if you've not read it, because it's a great book.
It will be a spoiler.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So, wow. Maybe I have to look
3
for
books.
that one.
I've got the TBB. I'll lend them to you.
Cool.
They are really good.
Cool. I mean, but I like her character from before, I guess, this War Games. Her dad was like part of the Justice League International. He was another bad guy named the Clue. What? The Clue Master.
in the later,
looking like a cowboy because he had a kerchief and everything like that, you know.
In the later book, in the after Rebirth, he's moved in with the Riddler. The Riddler and the Clue Master are just living together.
Well, they actually.
Can you really question?
Yeah.
Question.
Can you put the kettle on? Oh, I could put the kettle on at 3 or maybe 2, but never. So, will you just put the kettle on?
Do they play it for like comedy like that? Like
I mean, I've not the books I've read. No.
Okay.
It's
No.
not like,
But, you know, question marks.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Are these
Question,
your
clue.
whose underwear are these in my drawer? I've got question marks.
I have
on
not
them.
a clue. Anyway, the thing about it is that like I just thought it was interesting. You know, like she's on this like little redemption arc. You know, dad's a bad guy. She tried to be, you know, like a good person. She had that she had a romance with Tim Drake. You know, the training regime and stuff like that. And remember when she came out, there was no Batgirls all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Barbara Gordon was still the Oracle and everything like that. So she was actually in line, I thought, to become the Batgirl.
So you've not read those books then?
Which ones we're talking about?
No, after that.
No. Like I said, I'm not that much into Batman.
Because do you want me to spoil it for you if you really want? Like,
No.
Because that doesn't happen in War Games. I won't spoil it for War Games, but
No, I don't know what happened to her.
She messes everything up.
Right.
She's the reason she's the reason that Tim Drake went off and went independent. One of the reasons.
What about Alfred's niece? Has she ever been in the comic books? She just in Batman and Robin?
No, I'm not.
Oh, the
Sorry
Batman
to
and
bring
Robin
that
movie,
up.
Alicia Silverstone, he's talking
But
about.
to be honest, Alfred is what, like 70, and so like 70 in the books. You know, it's kind of like his niece is probably about Aunt Martha's age.
Probably,
you know,
yeah.
so like that could be the weird thing. Aunt Martha is.
Yeah.
No, is that?
That's one for them to
Yeah.
consider.
Martha.
Twist.
Martha! Get it?
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah. Anyway, so you know, let's move into Gotham since James has finally come up on it and everything. You know, because I mean, like I know I like our TV talk and stuff. James has finally started binging on season 2 of Gotham. Have you seen any of Gotham, there, Jamie?
Yes, I've seen it. I've been following it.
Yeah, and so obviously now that you're enjoying season 2, season 3 it kicks off big style. This show, let me just say, this show has been fantastic from the beginning to now. It's just the fact that a lot of the diehard fans, probably you were one of them, were like, hey, no Batman, why watch it? And how can you have all of these villains that Batman fights before, you know, Batman? And the thing about it, actually, if you think about the 60s Batman, the villains were a lot older than Batman, technically. So, obviously, the team behind this was thinking, well, look, these villains were around. They just, you know, were actual villains and everything. And then so, like...
Well, for me, I mean, sorry, my favourite film is The Godfather Part 2. And Gotham reminds me of that so much in the sense that it's setting up what you know is going to happen. And there's a level of familiarity there and things like that with it, if you know what I mean. And stuff. Because you know what... Difference with The Godfather is you're already seeing what happens with this. It's in your collective consciousness. You know what's going to happen with Batman and stuff, but the references are still there and stuff like that.
The main reason I didn't really want to jump in on season 2 was because I felt the first series it could have just been called Law and Order Gotham. There wasn't anything that kind of like leapt out at me that made it kind of like think of anything other than a police procedural. Season 2. With the introduction of the Maniacs, and so like those guys busting out.
Yeah. Where they dropping bodies.
And so like, what can I do? But
And
his portrayal basically just freaking inheriting a Caesar Romero class mixed with Mark Hamill, mixed with a little bit of Heath Ledger.
He's talking about Jerome.
Jerome
really elevated that show.
I'm a little bit gutted I didn't pick it up more. Every episode feels like a Batman comic without any Batman, and that's what I don't mind not having a Batman into it. I will, it
just only goes to show that the world of Batman is very interesting.
But the thing is, I mean, I'd kind of like say, I'm not happy with the way that the villains are being introduced, because part of the mythos of Batman that I like is what came first, Batman or the villains.
Mm-hmm.
Did Batman's over the top flamboyancy of bringing in theatrics of crime fighting generate the Joker and the Penguin and the Riddler, or did the Riddler and or did Gotham create them? And I think that removes that question.
No, I hear you, but I actually think that it's interesting. The fact that like I think he will like actually inform them by becoming like, see, if you already are 10 episodes into season 2, you're not into season 3 yet. So like the deal is that season 2, from my recollection, ends with the breakout of Arkham Asylum. So, which means is that like
no, that's like the first breakout of Arkham Asylum.
No, when all the monsters come out and you know about Thomas Elliot and Hush.
Yeah. I mean, I've sort of read a few spoilers. I've not read any of the.
So what I'm just trying to say is that like what they do is
Subject 5 and its doppelganger.
Yeah, so they have this place and everything where Hugo Strange is creating all of these different monsters. So what they do is they flood the city, with so that way there'll be this whole big madness and villains and all that. They even did the same thing near the end of season 3, not at the end, but near the end, where with this whole big, there's Mad Hatter. Did you see the Mad Hatter yet?
No.
Oh, see, you're gonna love that.
Yeah. Guys, just interrupt for a second. I'm gonna have to shoot off. I have to go meet someone. So I will see you next week.
I'll see you later.
All right, Jamie.
Well, yeah.
Thanks. So the Mad Hatter. Oh, you're gonna love all of that, man. So there's this virus that turns people evil and all that other kind of stuff.
But that comes in. But again, that proves my point that it has taken.
Mad City is called.
Yeah, it's taken away. Batman has not caused these people. These people were crazy. They were already the Joker. They were already the Riddler. They were already Penguin before Batman came on the scene. And that's my only thing about it. I like that part, but I'm willing to overlook that. The other thing that does my nothing, but maybe won't come back again until Jerome comes back, is it's sounding a lot like when the Joker's coming up. Especially, it sounds like Danny Elfman with his bloody weird brass instruments, kind of like, they're really playing up that Batman Forever kind of like music score underneath it, which I think is just a little bit too jovial. I don't like Danny Elfman's scores, so I just don't like what he does with the music underneath it.
Well, I don't know if you saw, because you probably have because it's season 3, I think, again. I just get my numbers mixed up sometimes. But, you know how, like in the comics, Joker's face gets...
Yeah, I saw the Comic-Con 5-minute trailer where it kind of like goes through basically the stuff that's happened.
No, amazing. But anyway, Jerome gets his face back, and he faces off with, Bruce in the Hall of Mirrors. So it's kind of like Jerome and Bruce have always been kind of like antagonistic, like when they had their auction in season 1 and stuff like that. So I mean, what I'm just trying to say is it's a real big build to their rivalry. So if you take it as, I mean, and it's probably good to binge it. If you take it like that, where you're going, if you look at the comic books, like in the original Detective Comics, Batman faces off against the Joker for the first time. Faces off against like the Riddler. He doesn't create them. They are villains that he goes up against. So if you take it from that context, I mean,
I suppose you're right. Yeah.
But there's this thing like, and I don't know if it's a Marvel thing, but where they have this thing where the hero creates the villain, and somebody said that I think it was even in Batman or whatever. But no, he comes up each issue. Same thing happened in Spider-Man in the original Steve Ditko stories.
Yeah.
Is that the Vulture and the Lizard? So the hero doesn't create the villain. The hero is there to fight the villain.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're reading Batman books from the 80s onwards with the Dark Knight, when it went dark, it was very much in almost every single book when they had a psychiatrist. So even like the Dark Knight. The animated movie when he kind of like brings the Joker out just before he kills him. Yeah. It is very much in there, and that was part of some. Again, it is a small minor.
No, but it's just I'm just glad you like looking at it, 'cause especially when you look at like season 3 and when you get like Mr. Freeze and all of this other kind of stuff, is that like
they really go comic book with it. I didn't actually expect them to go as comic booky with it as they actually did. And what I think it proves is that a Batman TV series would work.
Well,
it's
working. I think it's working when we don't have Batman so confident. And that's why I'm trying to say is that Bruce is moving into that role, you know, and everything like that. So what I was trying to say in like, you know, like season 3, like he does go to Tibet. He does have like the training and all that. It just doesn't take him a couple of years to do it. So that's why I said that he does become Batman at the end. And because they realize, look, by the graces of whatever, we got a 4th season, and we're not going to hold back anymore. We're not going to do Smallville. We were going to do Smallville. Forget that. That didn't really work for people because it didn't, and everything. And so they gave us a tease of Batman.
But from what I saw in the trailer about it, he's not going to put on the Batman cloak.
No. He had. I was trying. He has to disguise himself.
Have you seen the interview with the showrunners though, where they're talking?
No,
I
wanted to see that.
What they're saying the next series is based on is the first half's based loosely on Long Halloween.
That's right. I did read that. And because the Scarecrow's coming back. And you know, we got the Scarecrow and the Scarecrow's son. The Scarecrow's dad inspired him to become the Scarecrow. Yeah.
Well, that outfit in that trailer looks very much like the Arkham Asylum one, and it's terrifying. It does look.
Is it more terrifying than the Dark Knight Scarecrow?
Yeah. Yeah. It's sort of like it looks. So if you've got time, I'd recommend watching the trailer.
No. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but I will hold my hand up when I say that you were right about Gotham,
and he rarely says I'm right.
No, because you're wrong most of the time. But this time you were right.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, hopefully, you've been, watching Gotham, or you'll be inspired to watch it, because, like, I just think that. Last thing I want to say, I just think that, like, people put too much on what they think it should be because they are fans, because they expect. And it's not about what you expect. It's not about what you would create. This is what they are creating. And at least they haven't done what they've done in the 80s, where they, gave us Thor and Don Blake as 2 separate people. You know what I mean?
But in the original comic books, though, it was 2 separate people, wasn't it?
No, at the same time.
Oh, right, okay.
Don't you remember the 80s Hulk? I'm talking about...
No, with Daredevil as well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to say is that these are guys who know the comics. They're bringing in pieces by pieces. And also what I love is about the heroic James Gordon. I mean, James Gordon's a freaking superhero. You know what I mean? But if you could imagine, what we see of James Gordon, even like, say, in the new Justice League trailer, what we see of James Gordon is him at his end. I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah,
but this is him young, and he's a badass.
Yeah, he is a badass, but there's kind of like, from what I've seen on the spoilers about it, he's always been a cop first. He's sort of like...
he's a soldier first.
But when he's in the police, even when he was retired as commissioner for the 1000th time he was retired, he was still a cop. He was never kind of like a bounty hunter. He was never kind of like... he would never go and work for the Penguin. He would never take a favor for the Penguin. Yeah, well,
it's Gotham, and everybody's crooked in Gotham.
No, but that's the thing. Gordon was that non-crooked cop. If you remember,
but he didn't take money. He did dubious things.
Yeah, but I think again, I'm willing to overlook that, because there's things like Alfred. I think there's things about
Super Alfred.
How Alfred's fucking hitting on Gordon's missus at the. Just before the magician's party.
Yeah, he was. But Alfred oh my God, how many times did they nearly kill Alfred? Alfred can fight.
Oh man, he is. He is. I mean, I don't know how.
I won't ruin this for you. What happens between Alfred and Bruce? I won't ruin.
Well, they've already had the first breakup when
No, I'm talking about I'm when the race
I know he killed. He puts a sword.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, come on, man, fucking Alfred.
But
put him in a pool.
He's the kind of Alfred though that you'd see turning into Jeremy Irons from Batman vs Superman.
Yeah, well, obviously, also too is if you think about it, that's kind of a setup because Alfred was reinvigorated by the pool.
Yeah.
We can believe that when Bruce becomes a man and Alfred is gonna have to be in the 70s, that he's still vital.
Yeah.
So if you think about that, it makes sense, man. And Lucius Fox, serious badass.
Yeah, no, Lucius,
Have you
I
met
mean,
Lucius
we
yet?
met him, but I've not really got much into what he's
Keep going. That's right, because you haven't gotten into Mad City yet. So, I mean, Lucius becomes more integral and stuff like that as well.
You know, I don't think anyone can play Lucius better than Morgan Freeman.
Oh, no, of course not. Of course not. But I meant, like, but the brain of Lucius is just, I mean, you know, this show is just fantastic. Even like Donald Logue as the other cop, Harvey Bullock. He plays Harvey really well.
I mean, I can remember when I watched him in a comedy 8 years ago, Grounded for Life. And
Yeah.
I didn't think anything of it, but I thought he was absolutely fantastic in Law and Order SVU again. He was brilliant in that, and then I thought he was really great. The problem is, I'm more adept to the Batman animated series, so he hasn't got as many donuts in his hand.
No. But I mean,
he's a lot more corrupt than Bullock ever was. So like, you know, in the animated series, there was a little bit of stuff there. He never kind of like.
But Bullock will always do the right thing in Gotham. So I mean, it's like that. You know. Then there is the proposed the proposed relationship between Riddler and the Penguin. I couldn't believe they went there.
Did they actually go gay with it?
Yeah, but Riddler wasn't having it. They went gay with Penguin.
Oh, Penguin went gay.
Yeah,
Oh.
Penguin falls in love with the Riddler.
Oh.
And everything, and the Riddler is oblivious. As most people are when your friend goes, hey, you know, nice haircut, right? and so them trying to kill each other.
Is there a scene where the Penguin's kind of like, riddle me this? What?
A little bit, but then no, they don't do anything. What I'm just trying to say is they went there. They instead of, you know how there's always that homoerotica between like buddies and cops and whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they went to the factor of him being able to admit out loud that he had feelings for him. But then when it wasn't reciprocated, then it was kind of like, you know, they were going at each other. And both of those guys are just fantastic actors. And it's just really...
The guy who's playing the Riddler, I'm really enjoying his turn. That scene where he's kind of like... he is talking to himself and he's sort of like murdered her. He's kind of like, it's almost like that scene from Fight Club, kind of like, you know, in this back and forth and you know,
that was and everything. And but I know just because I like to see James get excited. Next week, hopefully we would have seen the Defenders. See, I love when he does that. But hopefully that will be on.
That is my weekend. I have bought a Lego kit.
You bought a Lego kit.
I am just going to sit there all weekend. I watch the Defenders and just.
I work, but like
during the week, or you know.
No. I'm just saying on the weekend. I work on the weekend.
You kind of like I work.
No, I mean on the weekend.
Shoddy sort of thing. Oh no, I'm better than you because I have a weekend job.
No, I work during the week too. I just no. Anyway. I'm going to be watching it. I stay up late at night anyway. I'm an insomniac, you know, so it's like, it's all good. But we're finally coming to the end of August, end of the summer, so, I mean, pushing forward into this fall. You haven't watched Twin Peaks, though, either, have you?
No, not yet.
A lot of things have been revealed in episode 13.
Yeah,
so,
I've got...
you got to catch up, man, because, you know, we're now... Everything's all out about the two Coopers and all of that other kind of stuff, so you gotta catch up.
The thing about Twin Peaks is it's not one of those programs that I can sit there and
watch.
Do something. You know, I like to work a little bit, do work while I'm watching something. Twin Peaks, I have to be paying attention because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to have to watch an episode again for another year because I don't like feeling kind of disorientated and. This is talking for someone who's on painkillers a lot at the moment. You know, I don't like that feeling of not really, you know, this wooziness kind of thing.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say is that this episode wasn't woozy. I was able to actually watch it straight through without going like, what kind of mind frick is this? So, and it was because they realized that coming down to the end, and you know, they got to start, you know, solving it.
What is it? 5 episodes left?
18 yeah. Well, I'm on. So
13.
episode Was it 13?
It
I
was
think it was
13.
14.
How was it for?
No. It's 14 because I
Oh, yeah,
remember
yeah,
I came
12,
in and said 12, and then 13 was a little bit better because that's when we got some action.
Yeah.
And then now 14 we got some answers. So, so some really good reveals in 14. So if you gave up on it, come back to at least 14, and hopefully get some redemption. Game of Thrones, Magnificent Seven. That's all I'll say. And so next week is the penultimate episode, isn't it? Because it's episode 7. So we know we got the big battle with the flaming sword. So we know it's a big battle next week and everything like that. But what?
I know. I'll be
Spoiler.
honest. I know the spoilers for the rest of the season.
Why?
To be honest, my short-term memory is generally quite messy, so I tend not to remember stuff until it happens. And right, yeah, okay, I did know that. So I'm always generally pleasantly surprised by stuff, and I just like holding it over you.
Okay, so let me just say this without you spoiling it, but like I'll look at your face when I look at that. So for those who watched Game of Thrones, Daenerys, after the dragon had burned the grain and all that, and Jaime unusually came out of this pool with Bronn. What?
You said Bronn.
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 It's not Bronn.
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 Listen, man. Anyway, Daenerys had killed the Tarlys.
Yeah.
And because there are too many characters, but thankfully this show knows that they have too many characters, they revealed to us after that it's Sam's family.
I don't think he's going to necessarily be too...
I know his dad is an
Yeah.
asshole, but there's something about family that means something to these people.
Yeah, but I think that at the moment, he knows full well that there's bigger things that are going on. I don't think he's going...
Well, he's on a quest.
You can look at every single person that is in or any of those positions, and it's like, well, they shouldn't be working together because they hate each other. They shouldn't be working.
No, but I mean, like when Jim Broadbent says, "Oh, I didn't have the heart to tell him," and he's now taking his family on a quest. Maybe he's going to meet up with John and everything like that. And then, hey, you're hanging out with
Did you
Daenerys.
notice what Gilly
What?
discovered? What Gilly discovered?
I was thinking there was something to that. You're talking about when she read off that thing about the annulment. I was thinking that there's going to be, that's how they're going to find out about the relationship between John and Daenerys. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay, what did she discover?
So she did say she was reading
About annulments.
It was a stock document about annulments, and this was Rhaegar Targaryen, who got an annulment from his wife, and also remarried.
So who's that?
Lyanna Stark, Jon Snow's mum.
Oh.
So he has a claim
He
to
has a
the
claim.
Iron Throne.
And that's what Sam took it.
No, Sam.
No.
Oh, yeah,
when he gathered up all the notes, so he took. That's one of the documents he took.
Yeah.
But he wasn't listening. Cause she read it off, but I knew it was important. And then thank you. I mean that was so it is like I said. It will be a way for him to realize that him and Daenerys are actually related. So Sam will be like, "Hey, John, guess what? You're a Targaryen.
She's your cousin." Oh yeah, and speaking of family, she
killed
yours.
George.
Swings about actually.
Oh, by the way, she killed George.
Yeah, she killed George.
Dick hard.
They're fine.
Oh man, that is funny. Oh wow, that is this show is so good.
It is so well written, and so it's like you can rewatch episodes and just enjoy them.
Yeah, and then what about Cersei? Talking about so what does our little brother want? And she's gonna have this. Don't worry about that. That's out there. She's gonna have this. What is that?
No, I'm not. Don't ask anymore because I know.
Okay. I won't ask anymore. So James knows. So when we come back next week, I would have seen the penultimate episode. Then maybe James will tell us what will happen before the fight.
I know because I don't think it's right. I like reading about stuff, so I don't. But I don't like. What I like doing is kind of like making things up and then watching it go. Oh.
So you know who's gonna die?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Don't put a face on it because we don't want to know who's gonna die. Are we gonna be upset?
One of them, no. You're gonna be quite enthralled.
Yeah, I like everybody.
There's some characters you can't. Right?
Okay.
If you like this character.
All right. I mean, I love all of these scenes, and this episode I think was like about an hour and 2 minutes.
What do you think about Spy versus Spy?
What?
Arya versus Littlefinger.
I knew he knew.
Yeah, but do you think
he knew.
Do you think she knows that he knows?
Do you think she knows that he knows that he knows that she knows?
Yeah. Or do you think? I mean, do you think that?
I didn't read the message. What was that message?
It was the one that she was that Sansa was forced to write to get one of the Stark sons to go down and bend the knee to Joffrey.
Oh, right. So
she was forced to write the note.
Oh, so Sansa wrote the note, and
and
does that mean that she killed her brother by writing that note?
Arya kind of like her reading it implies that she'll read that and think Sansa was setting up a trap
for her brother
to go down.
I don't know if she would think that, and I think she'll know that. I think that she'll know that Littlefinger was behind it.
I don't know, but the thing is, she doesn't know Littlefinger over everyone. But I think Sansa is a lot more involved in the game, and I think that she'll be the one kind of like, I'm hoping that karma has prevailed because I don't want to see.
Well, do you think Arya is right that Sansa should have stood up for Jon in that meeting between the other kings and stuff like that? Like Sansa was trying to say, look, I'm just going along. You're going along because if Jon doesn't come back, you don't want to make any enemies. But I mean, Sansa's just playing her role.
She's playing her role. It's a political role, and it's sort of like you're never going to satisfy every single person. What you've got to look at, what she's doing is she's looking at the bigger picture and going, it's like the what they've done well is they've kind of like set her up as this whole organizer, because you heard her with the food stock levels and stuff like that. She is a lot more organized, knows where her role is in that situation.
So what do you think that Daenerys thinks about Jon touching the dragon's face?
I think she got this is a PG, is it?
What, that she got a woody or something?
No, I think she got wet all over. I think she just slid off the freaking dragon. I think it's just a water slide for her.
That's what she said. I don't want you to go.
I think she is getting the lady boner.
I don't want you to go.
No,
or I want you to come back quicker. Yeah, right.
I want you to come back.
Shut up. Anyways,
do you think
just took it too far?
Do you think? Oh man, it's sort of like if he goes up and goes, I now know everything, Jon Snow.
I know what gets a rise out of your dragon.
Yeah.
But still, no. But it was instinct, though. Do you think it was just family instinct?
I think
that he could touch that dragon.
I think that she is kind of like picking up on that. He's related, so I've definitely gotten it.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. See, it's only to us that it's a problem that they're aunts and nephews.
But she's kind of this thing. I'm not going to say much, but I think we should stop because I'm tempted to say some other stuff as well. But what we're saying about the touching thing might not be necessarily Targaryen only.
Targaryen only, okay.
Because don't forget Tyrion stroked the dragons.
Tyrion stroked the dragon.
Yeah. But when he was, she was off with Drogo, and he went down and unshackled the dragons.
Oh yeah, but I mean,
them then.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like I think because they sensed that he was freeing them, and so that was cool. But I'm talking about the way they showed. What is it, Drogo or?
Yeah, but I mean,
I thought the way they showed him looking at him that like he smells the blood.
Yeah, I mean that's what I got for it, but I don't think she's actually picked that out yet. I think she's just sort of like picking it out.
How can you touch my dragon? Why is he not? How
just wait till I touch your pussy.
Now that was okay. Now we're done. Thank you very much for watching. Maybe that'll get cut. Why'd you go there?
Because I can't get going, man.
Yes, all right, man. We are going, but you didn't have to say that. Oh, man.
You set me up for a lie.
truck